Bro, what are you doing with your life? That question should smack you right between the eyes. Look at yourself. Really, look. Every man hits this wall sooner or later. The noise fades, and it's just you and the mirror. No one else. No alibis. No crowd to cheer or blame. Just silence and the hard truth staring back at you. Are you grinding, or are you drifting? Are you building something that matters, or are you letting time bleed out one wasted day at a time? You say you want respect, purpose, strength, but what have you actually done to earn any of it? Those late nights spent scrolling, those easy mornings hitting snooze, those promises you made to yourself and broke? Don't hide. Face it. Everyone wants the rewards. Almost nobody wants the process. When you strip away the talk, the wishful thinking, and every excuse you've ever told yourself, what exactly are you doing with your life? Not what you claim, not what you hope, what you do. Every single day. Pause for a second. Let that question burn. You're here right now. Because somewhere, deep inside, you know you're living below your standard. Maybe it's comfort. Maybe it's fear. Maybe you just never learned what it means to stand up and take full command. But this is the moment. No more autopilot. No more hiding in the background and watching other men chase what you want. Either you face it, or it owns you. This is the crossroads. Keep drifting and become just another story of wasted potential, or flip the switch and fight for something real. You decide. Because when the spotlight fades and you're left alone in the late hours, there's no escaping that question, bro, what are you doing with your life? Get honest, get angry, get moving. Now. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, or I'm too tired, you're just building a wall between you and everything you want. You tell yourself you're busy, you say you don't have the right tools, the right knowledge, the right time. You act like everybody else has it easier, like their road is somehow smoother. That's the lie that keeps you stuck. You know it, even if you try to ignore it. Those words are shields, weak shields, hiding you from pain, from pressure. You say you want greatness, but you keep settling for less. You talk a big game about wanting change, about wanting to rise, but every excuse you pull out is just a lock on your own cage. That's not bad luck, that's you stalling. You're not fooling anyone. Not your body, not your mind, and not that future version of yourself, who's waiting and wondering why you keep throwing away days you'll never get back. Excuses are cheap. Anyone can find a reason not to act. Cold outside? So what? Busy schedule? Everyone's busy. Not feeling motivated? That's normal. It's called being human. You hesitate, you pause, you wait for perfect. But you don't need perfect. You need a backbone. Stop letting comfort and fear control the script. Every time you reach for an excuse, you're handing your power to weakness. You're giving your ambition away, piece by piece. How many years have you spent parked in the same spot, stuck behind those reasons? You're not protecting yourself. You're delaying your own life. Face it, the only thing between you and what you want is the story you keep repeating. Time to change the story, right now. Drop the mask. Cut through every story you tell yourself. Your life is built from your actions, your choices, your discipline. Nothing else. Forget what you wish it was. Forget what you pretend it could be. Right now, what do you see? Are you proud of your reflection, or just going through the motions? You can fake it to other people, but deep down, you know the truth. You know if you're giving your best or coasting. You know exactly where you're half-stepping, where you're soft, where you're letting time and chances slide by. Because it's easy. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't dress it up. Accept it, feel it, own it. Every inch of it. This is where you are. This is what you've earned so far. If that hits hard, good. That's reality knocking. Answer it. Reality doesn't care about your feelings. It only cares about results. Where you are right now is no accident. It's not fate, it's not bad luck. It's the outcome of every yes, no, and maybe you've ever given. Face the facts. Your habits have built your life, so look hard. Did you show up for yourself today, or did you run and hide from what needed to be done? Are you hungry, or just pretending you want it? You can't change your life until you look it dead in the eye. Honest. Brutal. No filters. Because growth begins the second you admit where you stand. Flaws, weaknesses, wasted days and all. You want to get better? Start by telling yourself the truth, loud and clear. This is your ground zero. Confront it or stay lost. Time isn't waiting for you. Every second you waste, you never get back. That's the harsh truth. You can't bargain with it. You can't beg for more when you realize you've let years slip by doing nothing real. You act like you have all the time in the world, but you and everyone else are on the same clock. Every day is a countdown, whether you see it or not. You keep postponing the grind, taking it easy, assuming tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow's not promised. You do not get a second shot at these minutes you're throwing away. While you're busy waiting, comfort's stealing from you, and ambition's getting smaller. There's no referee out there handing out more time. Life doesn't owe you anything. No one's going to pause the world until you're ready. Start to realize nobody else is coming to save you or hand you the life you want. You are not owed a happy ending just because you show up. This world isn't built for those who watch the clock and hope for another chance. Time is cold, it's hard, and it does not care if you're tired or unfocused. The truth is simple. Every hour you waste is an hour you'll regret. You don't get to blame the world. You don't get to ask for do-overs. Most men live as if life's a rehearsal. Then they blink, and it's over. Don't be that man. Don't cry for more time when you never respected the time you had. Step up and fight for your days. Earn every moment. Because once it's gone for good. No more blaming. No more finger pointing. Stand up and own your life. Every success, every mistake, every moment you let slip away. Nobody is going to do this for you. You are the leader here. The only way forward is ownership. That means no more waiting for someone else to push you. No more crying about what you don't have. No more blaming the system, your job, your childhood, or your friends. You want real change? It starts the minute you stop running from your own reflection. True strength comes from looking yourself in the eye and saying, "This is on me." The victories and the failures, they all have your name on them. If you want respect, you've got to earn it. If you want results, you've got to work for it. Nobody cares how you feel. The world responds to action, not complaints. So hold yourself to a higher standard. Every excuse is just one more chain holding you back. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are not at the mercy of luck. Every decision you make builds the future you have to live in. Take responsibility for your choices, your daily habits, your energy. Did you show up today? Did you back down when it got uncomfortable? Stop hiding behind reasons and start holding yourself accountable. Life will punish you for laziness and reward you for discipline. That's the law. You want to change your path? Own it. Every step, every setback, every inch of progress. There's no shortcut through this. No easy way out. Only men who take control build anything real. Be one of them. Starting now. Distractions are everywhere, waiting to waste your time and drain your energy. Social media, games, endless scrolling, every little thing that pulls your focus. These are not harmless habits. They are silent thieves, robbing you of the goals you set and the future you say you want. Every time you reach for your phone instead of your purpose, every time you get lost in mindless noise, you give up a piece of your ambition. You say you want change, but how much time do you lose every day to things that don't matter? Those small choices add up. Before you know it, you've spent hours running in circles, while your goals gather dust in the corner. It feels easy in the moment, but you're trading your drive for cheap entertainment. You have to get honest about what these distractions have cost you. Unfinished projects, missed workouts, promises you broke to yourself. Focus is a weapon, and every minute you let slip is ammunition wasted. There's no progress in comfort, and there's no glory in escaping from your own standards. If you want to build something solid, you need discipline stronger than the pull of distraction. Cut out what dulls your edge and buries your ambition. Shut down the noise. Pay attention to what matters. The more you let life distract you, the further you get from becoming the man you're supposed to be. Take back control. Guard your time like it's your last breath, because one day it will be. Your comfort zone is a trap. It tells you to relax, to take it easy, to settle for what you have instead of fighting for what you want. It feels safe, but it's killing your progress, one quiet day at a time. You get used to routine, to doing just enough, to never pushing past that limit. For what? For a small taste of comfort while your potential dies in the background. Every day you choose comfort over challenge, you lose ground. That soft bed, that quick scroll, that easy meal instead of a hard workout, the little things add up. Most men waste their lives waiting to feel ready, and by the time they realize it, it's too late. Don't be that man. Don't let comfort slowly choke out your hunger and your fire. Step out of what's easy if you want to build anything strong. The comfort zone never made anyone proud. Plateaus feel safe, but only because nothing's changing. If you want to grow, you have to get uncomfortable. You need to chase the sweat, the tension, the pain that forces you to level up. Stop looking for an easy way, because there are none. You either pay the price now, or you pay it later with regret. It's your job to break out, to fight every lazy choice trying to pull you back to average. Remember, nobody remembers the man who played it safe. You want to rise? Get used to discomfort. Make it your training ground. Comfort is the enemy. Treat it like one and win your freedom. Every day you stay still, you fall behind. Inertia isn't just doing nothing. It's watching chances pass by and convincing yourself you'll move tomorrow. But tomorrow comes, and you tell yourself the same stories. That's how opportunities die. You watch people get ahead, not because they're better, but because they moved while you waited. Time keeps going. It never waits for indecision. Doors close. Chances fade into memories. And all you're left with are thoughts of what could have been if you'd taken the first step. That sting you feel? That's lost opportunity piling up. And as those missed moments stack higher, something inside you shrinks. The pride you once had gets washed away by a wave of regret. You're building your reputation with your actions, even if you do nothing. Playing it safe, refusing to commit, staying comfortable. These things rot your pride from the inside out. You start questioning yourself. You wonder if you could have been more, if you could have done more. That's the pain that comes from standing still. Pride isn't given. It's earned in motion, in risk, in doing what others just talk about. Inertia leaves you weak, doubting, and empty. So make your move, no matter how small. Every step forward builds real pride and drives away regret. Don't let another day get buried by hesitation. You don't get those days back. The only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. Stop chasing what everyone else calls success. Cut out the noise, the outside labels, the fake standards. What matters is what you define as victory. Only you know what truly matters to you, what burns in your gut when no one's watching. Is it strength, respect, freedom, pride? Is it being the man you promised yourself you'd become? Get real about it. Don't settle for someone else's plan. If you don't decide what success looks like in your own life, you'll end up chasing shadows. Always hungry, never satisfied. That's how people end up lost, grinding for things that leave them empty. Get clear on your reason. Success isn't fancy. It's simple, living by your own rules, building real discipline, leaving your mark the way you want to. You can't fake this kind of clarity. You either know your mission, or you're just going through the motions. Take the time to ask yourself, what do you truly want? Not what your friends want, not what your parents expect, not what looks good on social media. This is your life. You have to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, this is my definition of winning. Without it, you have no direction. Your grind becomes empty. When you know your target, every sacrifice has purpose. Every setback is just another lesson, not a reason to quit. Set your standard high. Set your goal clear and chase real success, the kind that means something to you and no one else. That's where real power begins. Fear of failure is holding you hostage. You think if you don't try, you can't lose. But doing nothing is already losing. You stand at the edge, looking at the hard work ahead, the risk, the pain, the chance that you might fall flat on your face, and instead of moving, you freeze. You play out every worst-case scenario in your mind. What if you mess up? What if you're not enough? What if you fail and everyone sees? That fear becomes a chain, and every time you let it stop you, it gets tighter. The truth is, you can't run from failure. Every man faces it. The only difference is, some step into it and grow. Others hide and shrink. You need to get it straight. Failure is not the end. It's not a label, and it's not your identity. The strongest men use failure as fuel. They know you learn more from falling than from standing still. Sitting on the sidelines guarantees one thing. You'll never know what you're capable of. Letting fear dictate your choices will always leave you empty. You conquer fear by doing what scares you, by moving forward no matter what's in front of you. If you fall, stand up. If you lose, learn. The only way you fail for good is if you quit. Don't let fear decide your story. Show yourself what happens when you step up anyway. That's where progress lives. That's where you find out what you're made of. Failure is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Most men run from it, hide from it, pretend it doesn't exist. That's weak. The strongest lessons you'll ever learn come through failure. Every setback, every bad result, every time you fall short. That's how you build real strength. Failure shows you exactly where you're weak. It tells you what needs work, what needs to change, what can't be ignored anymore. That's not punishment. That's direction. Pain is how you sharpen your edge, not how you get broken. If you let failure teach you, it will toughen you up in ways nothing else can. But if you hide from it, you'll repeat the same mistakes until quitting becomes your only habit. Embrace failure. Don't fear it. Look back. Every scar, every bruise from past losses, that's proof you stepped up and fought. You didn't just talk about it. You lived it. Ignore anyone who says you should be ashamed. The only thing to be ashamed of is never trying. Every time you get knocked down, you earn wisdom you can't buy. Every lesson burned into you by failure becomes a weapon you use the next round. It's brutal, yes, it hurts. But it shapes you into someone who does not break. So when failure comes, and it will, take the hit, learn the lesson, and stand up stronger. Your wins tomorrow are built from your losses today. That's how progress works. You need hunger, real hunger, for discipline, not just flashes of motivation or comfort. Discipline is what gets you up before the world, keeps you grinding when no one's watching, and pulls you through days when you don't feel like it. Comfort will call you, offer you an easier path, softer choices, tempting breaks. It wants you to sit back and take things slow. But comfort is the death of progress. You only get stronger by picking the hard path on purpose. Every shortcut you take for a quick taste of ease will cost you 10 times more down the line. You want results? You want respect? It starts with a discipline to show up and do the work, no matter how you feel. Feed that hunger. Make it something fierce. Stop letting comfort win those small battles. Skipping reps, quitting early, making excuses. Treat discipline like oxygen. Non-negotiable. You become unstoppable the moment you want discipline, more than a lazy morning or an easy out. Every day, ask yourself, do you want another hour of comfort, or do you want to be unbreakable? The world rewards men who choose discipline over weakness, who do what needs to be done even when everything aches and nobody's looking. Comfort might feel good for a moment, but discipline builds a life you're proud of. Get hungry. Choose the grind, choose the pain, and stay committed long after comfort has left the room. That's how great men are made. Look at your habits. They decide your future. Weak habits make a weak life. Simple as that. Every time you skip a workout, hit snooze, waste your hours, or give in to distractions, you're building patterns that sink you deeper into mediocrity. You don't become strong by accident. You get there by building small, solid habits day after day. It's easy to shrug off one lazy moment and tell yourself it won't matter. But those moments stack up, and before you know it, you've built a routine out of giving up, making excuses, and settling for less. That's how you wake up one day and realize you've become soft, mentally, physically, spiritually. Your habits are either lifting you up or dragging you down. There's no in-between. Ask yourself, what do your daily actions say about you? Are you proving you're disciplined, driven, ready to fight for your future, or are you letting comfort run your life? Weak habits are like slow poison. They seem harmless, but over time, they eat away at your edge and your pride. You can't wish your way to greatness. You have to act your way there, over and over. Strong habits show you respect yourself and your goals. Weak habits broadcast to the world and to your own mind that you're not serious. If you want to build a life you're proud of, toughen up your routine. Raise your standards. Keep your promises to yourself, even when it's hard. Build your life one strong choice at a time, because your habits are who you are, and they'll decide who you become. It's time for a hard reset. Wipe out every shortcut and every half-done effort you've counted on until now. No more telling yourself halfway is enough. No more cutting corners and hoping for results that demand all you've got. Greatness never comes to men who coast. You know, when you're just going through the motions, just ticking boxes, that ends now. If you want to change your life, you have to go all in. It's not about doing the bare minimum. It's not about showing up only when you're fired up or when it's convenient. The only way forward is with full commitment, a mindset that says, whatever it takes. Stop looking for an easy route. There isn't one. From this point on, demand more from yourself. Forget looking for hacks or tricks. The grind is the grind. You earn respect and results with real work, not with half steps or excuses. When you want to quit, push harder. When your mind says stop, go one more round. No more waiting for motivation to show up. You create it through action. If you've cut corners in the past, own it, then let it go. But don't drag that weakness into today. Start fresh. Decide right now. No more shortcuts. No more half respect for the man you could be. Give everything or don't bother at all. Because true change doesn't come to the man who dabbles. It only finds the one who is relentless. Success is not built in one big moment. It's created through small, steady sacrifices, day in and day out. You might think that skipping one workout or eating one bad meal doesn't matter, but those small choices decide your path. Every time you say no to an easy distraction, every time you get up when you want to rest, every time you stick to your plan instead of following your feelings, you add a brick to your foundation. It's about who you become when no one's watching. Tiny sacrifices look minor in the moment, but together they build something unbreakable. Most people wait for big opportunities, but the truth is, real progress is made in those small moments you choose discipline over comfort. You have to respect the power of consistency. Winning is not about going hard for 1 week, then dropping off. It's about showing up every single day, pushing through pain, doubt, and boredom. Anyone can make one big push, but champions are forged by repeating small sacrifices until they become habits. That extra rep, that early wake-up, that meal you prep when you don't feel like it, all of it matters. Each decision is a vote for the man you want to become. No one else will do it for you. Stack your small victories every day, and over time, you'll build a life others only dream about. Sacrifice what's easy for what brings real pride. The man who wins is not the one who did the most in a single day, but the one who gave a little more every day without fail. Stop acting like the world owes you something. Life doesn't hand out rewards just because you wish for them. Nothing is guaranteed, and nothing is owed. That means you have to earn every inch, every win, every ounce of respect. Nobody's going to bring success to your doorstep. You go out and take it. Entitlement is a trap. It's the voice telling you that you deserve the good life without the price, that you've done enough just by showing up. Get rid of that mindset, now. The truth is, the world only pays out to those willing to bleed for what they want. You want better? You fight for it. Sweat for it. Prove you're worthy of it every single day. You can spot entitlement from a mile away. It sounds like complaints, like waiting, like blaming everyone else for where you are. But you rise above that. You stand up, look your challenges in the face, and say, I will earn this. I will not wait for handouts. Every bit of progress you want comes down to one thing: effort. You either put in the work, or you get outworked. No one respects a man who just expects things to happen for him. Respect comes from grinding, day after day, even when nobody cares. Build your life on what you earn, not what you think you deserve. The day you drop entitlement is the day you start building real power. Earn your place, every day. Building mental toughness is non-negotiable. You can have all the talent and skill in the world, but without grit, you'll break the first time life hits hard. This world is relentless. It tests you, pushes you, tries to wear you down every chance it gets. If your mind is weak, every setback becomes a reason to quit, every challenge turns into an excuse, and every bit of pain feels like too much. Mental toughness is what keeps you moving forward when you're tired, when you're doubting, when everything in you screams to stop. You build it by showing up every day, not just when things are easy, by pushing through failure and discomfort until quitting isn't even an option. How do you get mentally tough? You train for it. You face hard things on purpose. You don't avoid pain. You embrace it and use it to make yourself stronger. Every day, you pick the hard road, you grow. Every time you keep going, when most people would stop, you lock in a little more strength. You don't let emotions drive your decisions. You lean on discipline when your mind wants the easy way out. You talk to yourself with respect, hold the line, and never negotiate with weakness. Building mental toughness is not something you do once. It's something you build with every decision, every rep, every struggle. Make it non-negotiable. When your mind gets tough, nothing can break you. not failure, not pain, not anyone's doubt. Distractions are more than just lost time. They breed weakness. Every time you let yourself get pulled into something meaningless, you make it easier to break your focus the next time. It becomes a habit, a pattern. Instead of building strength, you build weakness. You think those moments don't matter, but they stack up and turn into days wasted, goals missed, and standards dropped. You know you should be working, grinding, building something that lasts, but instead, you let noise run your life. Each time you trade focus for an easy escape, you teach yourself that comfort comes first. That's how weakness grows. Not in one big moment, but piece by piece, through every distraction you let in. And at the end of it, all comes regret. When you realize that all those little distractions stole what matters most. Your time, your energy, your pride. Regret is heavy. It stacks up fast. You see other men pushing past you, getting stronger, moving ahead while you stay stuck. That feeling in your gut isn't bad luck or fate. It's the cost of letting distractions lead instead of ambition. Nothing stings more than looking back and knowing you wasted your shot. Regret will remind you every day of what you could have been if you just stayed locked in. Don't let it happen. Protect your focus like it's gold. Guard your time. Train your mind to cut out what doesn't matter. Win that battle, and you'll never have to taste regret. Every single day is a battle. First against your doubt, then against your fatigue. That voice in your head will tell you to quit, to take it easy, to settle for less than your best. Doubt is never silent. It looks for any opening to convince you that you're not good enough or that it isn't worth the fight. But you've got to answer that voice with action. Every day, without fail. You don't wait for confidence to hit you. You build it rep by rep, choice by choice, even when your mind says you can't. The only way you push doubt back is by showing up and doing the work, especially when it's uncomfortable. You train your mind to keep fighting, to never believe the lie that you're done. Fatigue will hit hard too. Your body will ache, your energy will drop. Some mornings, just getting out of bed feels like a war. You can't let that stop you. Greatness isn't built by men who give in when it hurts. It's built by those who keep swinging when their tank is empty. You fight through the soreness, through the slow days, through every excuse you can think of. That's the grind. Every time you push against fatigue, you level up your discipline and prove to yourself you're tougher than any pain. You turn the daily battle into your strongest weapon. You refuse to back down, day after day, minute after minute. That's how you outlast your old self. That's how you win. Respect is never handed out for free. You don't get it just for showing up, just for talking about your goals, or just for wanting to be better. Respect, real respect, is earned, not given. You build it one hard choice at a time, one battle at a time, one promise kept after another. People watch what you do, not what you say, and they judge you on effort, grit, and results. You have to prove to yourself, and to the world, that you're worthy of it. No shortcuts. No easy handouts. It's the sum of every early morning you dragged yourself up, every late night you pushed through, every setback you turned into a comeback. You want respect? Fight for it. Earn it. Start with the reflection staring back at you. If you haven't earned your own respect, you'll never get it from anyone else. There should be pride looking in the mirror, knowing you gave every ounce when nobody else was watching. That's the standard to live by. If you want respect, stop looking for approval and start setting the bar higher for yourself. Show up on hard days. Follow through when it's easier to quit. Let your actions make the noise. People respect a man who stands for something, who grinds for what he believes in, who doesn't back down when things get tough. Demand more from yourself. Then watch how others see you. Respect is yours to win, every single day, so earn it. There is no right time. Waiting is just another excuse to stay comfortable and avoid the fight. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, next week, after things calm down. But that's a lie you use to protect yourself from growth. Life will always be messy. There will always be problems, distractions, and reasons to put things off. If you keep waiting for perfect, you'll wait forever and wind up with nothing but regret. Nothing changes until you move. The man who wins is the man who acts when the world says wait. Momentum starts the second you do. The second you get off the fence and step into the fire. You have a choice. Start now or die wondering what you could have accomplished. There is no middle ground. Opportunities don't wait around for you to be ready. They appear, and then they're gone. Every time you hesitate, every time you say maybe later, you lose a piece of your drive. That hesitation gets heavier and heavier until it becomes your whole life. Don't let it happen. Champions aren't made by planners and dreamers. They're made by doers. Take one step right now. It won't be perfect, and it won't be easy, but it will be real. Start today. Start broken. Start scared. Just start. Because tomorrow is never promised, but regret is always waiting. The road to real change is a lonely path. You'll find yourself grinding when your friends are out, waking up before the sun, or staying late when everyone else has gone home. That's the cost of true commitment. Most people won't understand your drive, your sacrifice, or your standards. They might call you obsessed, stubborn, or even crazy. That's fine. Let them talk. Real progress was never made in a crowd. When you choose to go all in, some days it feels like you're carrying the world while everyone else is asleep. That loneliness isn't a punishment. It's proof you're doing what most men never will. You've got to embrace this solitude. Use it to sharpen your mind and strengthen your will. When you're alone with your work, there are no shortcuts. No one to bail you out or push you forward. It's all on you. That's where steel is forged. In the silence. In the hours before the world wakes up. In the evenings when others quit. True commitment means standing firm when nobody claps, when nobody sees, and when nobody cares but you. Over time, you learn that the quiet is where your edge is honed. Don't fear standing alone. Only the committed stand at the top, looking back at a life built by their own hands. If you want to rise, walk the lonely road and own it. You owe yourself brutal honesty. No more bending the truth to feel comfortable. Cut the lies, every single one. Stop pretending you're giving your all when you're not. Stop telling yourself you're busy when you're just avoiding hard work. All the stories you spin to cover your weaknesses, excuses, and half-hearted efforts, they keep you stuck. The only way out is to face your own truth, even when it hurts. Ask yourself straight up, are you really pushing as hard as you say you are? Are you backing down at the first sign of discomfort? If the answer is no, you have to own it. Honesty is the beginning of progress. You can't fix what you refuse to see. Once you start telling yourself the truth, things change fast. Every weakness you admit is a weakness you can kill. Every excuse you cut out is power reclaimed. Stop waiting for someone else to call you out. Do it yourself. You know your habits, your patterns, your failures. You don't need sugarcoating. You want to level up? Get real, right now. Be your own toughest critic. Hold yourself to the highest standard. No more lowering the bar so you feel better in the moment. Face your shortcomings head on. Use them as fuel, and refuse to let them control you. Brutal honesty will cut deep, but that pain is how you build something stronger. Respect starts the moment you stop lying to yourself. Whenever hesitation shows up, you have a choice. Stay comfortable or take action. Every second you spend thinking it over is a second you could have spent moving forward. Comfort wants you still. It whispers, you can wait. You don't have to push today. But action is what changes everything. Every moment spent on the fence is progress lost. In that pause, you either step up or slide back. You build grit by choosing to move, even when comfort promises relief. The longer you hesitate, the weaker your resolve gets. Don't let comfort win those battles. When you feel yourself stalling, stop thinking and start doing. Act right away, before your mind can talk you out of it. Demand more from yourself every time you hit resistance. Action will always beat comfort in the fight for your future. You can't think your way stronger. You can only work your way there. Hesitation kills momentum. It's in those small, quiet seconds, when nobody is watching, that your discipline is built or broken. Don't let comfort drag you back into the old habits you're trying to escape. Push through the mental wall every single time it rises. The man who acts wins. The man who waits watches his dreams fade. Make every hesitation a trigger. If you start to pause, that's your signal to go harder, not softer. Pick action. Always. That's how leaders, winners, and legends are made. Every day you settle is a day you throw away a piece of your potential. You feel that sting deep down. The ache that comes from knowing you could have pushed harder, gone further, built something stronger. It never leaves you. You look around and see people cutting corners, giving up, drifting through life, but you know you're made for more than that. You see all those moments you could have used, the mornings you slept in, the reps you skipped, the promises you broke to yourself. That's not bad luck. That's what happens when you let comfort and fear run your life, and that pain lingers long after comfort has faded. Wasted potential is the heaviest weight you will ever carry. It's that silent regret whispering in your ear, reminding you of every chance you let slide by. You know what you're capable of. You feel it every time you settle for average. That fire inside doesn't die. It just turns into frustration and anger, and it will eat at you until you finally step up. You do not get those days back. The only way to kill that regret is to attack each day with purpose, to refuse to go to bed knowing you held back. Settling is a slow death. Stand up, use your potential, let the sting drive you harder. Don't die with your best work still inside you. You need the mindset of a warrior. Warriors don't complain when things get tough. They adapt. When plans change or setbacks hit, they don't fold. They look for the next move. Problems aren't stop signs. They're triggers to get better, to dig deeper, and to find a way where others see none. Adapting doesn't mean giving up on your goal. It means finding new tactics, new energy, new ways to win. Life throws chaos your way every single day. If you're rigid, you break. You want strength? You pivot, switch gears, and keep your mission clear. Nothing gets between you and progress unless you let it. Once you learn to adapt, you overcome. You outlast excuses, outwork pain, and rise above doubt. You become unstoppable. Warriors don't hope things will get easier. They get stronger until nothing stands in their way. When others freeze, you fight. When the path gets tough, you dominate. That's how you move from average to elite. Never just survive. Hunt for ways to win, and never back down from pressure. Every obstacle is another test, and every test is your chance to dominate. Pressure turns weak men into followers, and strong men into leaders. Lock in the mindset. Adapt. Overcome. Dominate. Make it who you are, and watch your entire life change. Your past failures do not define who you are, unless you let them. Every mistake, every missed goal, every bad decision is just a chapter, not the whole story. Too many men get trapped looking back, carrying shame for what they didn't do right. They wear failure like a label and let it tell them what's possible. That ends today. Your past is just information. It only has the power you hand it. What matters is the fight you bring right now. What matters is how you respond when things go wrong. Do you fold? Or do you rise and attack again? Every time you get up, you prove that failure is just a step, not the finish. Don't let your old scars hold you back. Every champion has been beaten, broken, and counted out before they won. They used those losses, learned the lesson, and came back harder. Your story isn't over because of a setback. The only men who fail forever are the ones who give up. Regret grows when you stop moving forward because you're scared of repeating the past. Push back. Use every failure to sharpen yourself, to fuel your drive, to remind yourself that you're still in the fight. You are not limited by yesterday unless you choose to be. Let your actions today drown out the voices of the past. The next chapter is yours to write. Make it a comeback. Own your battles. Own your scars. They're not marks of weakness. They're your proof of willpower, your evidence that you went to war for what matters. Every struggle you fought, every setback you faced head-on, and every failure you survived speaks louder than easy wins ever could. Most men hide their battles, ashamed of the pain. But real strength comes from standing tall and saying, I've been hit, but I'm still standing. You don't run from the hard days. You remember them and use them. Your scars are lessons burned into your skin, packed with grit nobody can take from you. Let those scars fuel your next move. They're reminders that you choose challenge over comfort, that you're not afraid to bleed for your goals. You have to own every part of your journey, the wins and the losses. Don't play the victim, don't make excuses. Wear your struggles like armor. Every painful step, every tough lesson is proof you didn't quit when things got brutal. If you want respect, Start by respecting the road you've traveled. The greatest men are not the ones who avoid scars. They're the ones who fight, get knocked down, and still get up with more will than ever. Your battles are your story. Use them to push harder, go farther, and never back down. Stop thinking like a victim. Victim mentality will bury you. It convinces you that you're stuck, that life is unfair, that nothing is your fault. You look for someone else to blame for your mistakes, your setbacks, your lack of progress. That mindset is poison. It leads to weakness, resentment, and years wasted waiting for someone else to change your story. The minute you catch yourself complaining or making excuses, stop. Trade every ounce of victim thinking for relentless accountability. Own your part in everything, the wins and the losses. It doesn't matter what life throws at you. What matters is how you respond. Real growth starts with this mindset. If it's going to change, it's on me. Hold yourself to that standard, no matter what. Nobody owes you a single thing. Not results. Not respect. Not even another chance. You hold the pen. When things go wrong, pick up the pieces and figure out your next move. Point the finger at yourself first and demand more. Relentless accountability is the backbone of men who win. It gives you power because it keeps you in control. Don't hand your future away to blame or self-pity. The world will test you, but you get to choose what you do next. Refuse the role of the victim. Take charge of your story, relentlessly, every day. You need to stop seeing pain as punishment. Pain isn't something to fear or avoid. It's a sign you're moving, working, breaking old limits. Every sore muscle, every tough rep, every moment you want to quit but don't. That's not punishment. That's the process of growth. Pain is proof that you're in the fight, that you're forcing yourself to step up when it would be easier to fall back. Most men run at the first sign of discomfort. You are not most men. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That ache you feel, that burn in your chest. Redefine it. See it as progress, as evidence that you're becoming stronger, tougher, more unbreakable each day. Pain isn't your enemy. Stagnation is. Every goal worth having will demand a price. You don't get better on easy days. You level up through struggle. Let pain teach you. Every drop of sweat, every moment of doubt is a step forward if you use it. Stop seeing your limits as brick walls and start pushing through. Your body and your mind will hurt at times. If you quit when it gets hard, you guarantee you stay average. But if you fight through, you earn a new level of respect for yourself. Real pain forges real progress. Embrace it. The more you welcome pain as your teacher, the more unstoppable you become. Consistency is the silent assassin of mediocrity. You don't need to be flashy, loud, or perfect. You just need to show up every day, no matter what. While others make big promises then disappear, you put in the work day after day, whether you feel like it or not. Consistency isn't exciting, but it's deadly to average. It cuts through excuses and erases weakness over time. You build power in the routine. The workouts nobody sees, the meals you prep, the decisions you make in silence. One day it's just a habit, and suddenly you wake up with the edge most men only dream about. Mediocrity dies when discipline becomes your default. It's not about big steps. It's about thousands of small ones stacked together. Anyone can grind for a few days. Most people sprint, then quit, and fall back. But you want to rise above average. You keep moving forward, even on slow days, even when nothing feels like it's changing. Consistency is your weapon. It's what separates the serious from the crowd. Every rep, every early morning, every late night, that's another nail in mediocrity's coffin. You do one thing right, then you do it again, and again, until you forget how to settle for less. It's not a secret or a trick. It's discipline in action, repeated until results are the only thing left. Keep showing up. Silence the noise. Let consistency do the killing. Society is full of low standards. People doing just enough to get by, aiming for average, thinking good enough is a goal. Reject that from the start. Don't let the world pull you down to its level or convince you to accept the bare minimum. Most people are happy fitting in, repeating what everyone else does. They quit when it's hard and talk themselves out of anything that takes work. That's not your path. You aren't built for average. Raise your own standards so high that even on your worst day, you outwork the man you used to be on his best. The bar stays where you set it. Most never raise theirs, so raise yours. Challenge yourself to demand more than comfort, more than what's expected, more than what gets a pat on the back. Cut out the voice that says, "This is enough," when you know you have more. Standards shape destiny. If you chase what's easy, you get easy results. Nothing to be proud of. If you hold yourself to the standard of a champion, you don't settle, you don't back down, and you don't make excuses. Forget about what's popular and focus on what's right for you. Raise your standard every chance you get. Mentally, physically, in the small details and the big battles. Make it your mission to be better than yesterday, every day. The world has enough men doing the minimum. Be the exception. You need a reason to grind that's so strong it won't break when things get hard. Your why is your backbone when motivation fades, when pain hits, when doubt creeps in. If you don't know why you're pushing, you'll quit the second it gets uncomfortable. Dig deep and find the truth that drives you. It might be your family, proving something to yourself, escaping the man you used to be, or building a legacy. Make it raw, real, and personal. When you're exhausted, that reason will be the only thing left to hold you up. You don't need noise or cheers. You need a why so solid. Quitting isn't an option. Test your reason every day. If it isn't strong enough to get you out of bed in the dark and into your grind, dig deeper. You can't fake this. Surface reasons die in the face of adversity, but a real why becomes fuel when everything else shuts down. Hold it close every single rep, every sacrifice, every setback. That's what separates men who finish from those who fade out. The world will throw distractions and pain your way until you either fold or stand taller. Root your grind in something unshakable, and you'll endure storms most men can't handle. Your why is your anchor. Make it unbreakable, and let it drive you through every wall in your way. True power isn't about lifting the most weight or running the fastest mile. It's about mastering your mind every single day. Your thoughts will drive your habits, your effort, your attitude, and your results. If you let your mind run wild with doubt, excuses, or negativity, you'll always stay stuck at average. But if you learn to control your thoughts, if you refuse to feed weakness and choose discipline, courage, and grit, you become unstoppable. Every day, your mind will test you. It will try to talk you into quitting, tempt you to settle, and make you fear failing. Your job is to shut that voice down and steer your focus back to the mission. Mind control is the real strength behind any great achievement. Every morning is a new fight to master that voice in your head. You can feed fear, or you can feed resilience. You can dwell on problems, or you can hunt for solutions. This war will have to be won over and over again, because struggle never leaves. The men who rise, who reach the top, who get respect, they all master their mind long before they master their craft. It isn't a one-time win. It's relentless work, pushing through mental walls, training your thoughts for battle every day. The true kings in this world aren't given their crown. They earn it by being stronger mentally than any pain, any setback, any outside noise. Master your mind, and the rest will follow. That's where real power lives. Respect starts with the reflection staring back at you. No running, no hiding. You want to be proud, you first have to be honest. Stand in front of that mirror and hold your own gaze. Ask yourself if you've earned respect from the man looking back. Not from your friends, your boss, or strangers, but from you. You know the effort you've put in, the corners you've cut, the times you showed up strong, and the times you slipped into weakness. If you flinch from that truth, you'll never build anything real. If you face it head on, you build the foundation for real pride and self-respect. That's where greatness starts, with unfiltered honesty. Don't lie to the mirror. Every scar, every win, every failure is part of your story, and every part teaches you something, if you're brave enough to look. If your reflection makes you uncomfortable, change how you live until you can hold your head high. Respect has to start within. No victory matters if you can't honor your own effort. The world will give opinions, throw shade, and doubt your grind. But the only respect that sticks is the kind you earn with your own actions, seen only by you. Look at yourself, really look, and decide to do what it takes until your reflection looks back with pride, not regret. Start there, and everything else follows. Chasing passion isn't enough. Your feelings will change. One day, you're fired up. The next, you feel nothing. That's why the strongest men choose obsession over passion. Obsession means you're all in. No matter how you feel, you show up every day, even when fire is nowhere to be found. While others wait for motivation to get started, you get up and work because you made it non-negotiable. It's not about highs and lows. Your focus is set, your mission locked. You don't care if it's a good day or a bad day. Your standard never drops, and your effort never fades. Once you're obsessed, discipline takes over, and discipline always wins the long game. Discipline outlasts every feeling. When the early mornings get colder and the soreness gets deeper, discipline is what delivers. Anyone can put in work when they're passionate, when the music is loud, or when the crowd is watching. But champions are made when the room is silent and the body is tired. Obsession means you take every choice personally. You refuse to settle. You refuse to break your word. It becomes who you are. When others leave, when passion leaves, discipline stays. That's the difference. Build your routine around obsession and discipline. Feelings will come and go, but grit never leaves. You don't stop for anything. You push until the work is finished, and the vision is real because you're obsessed, not just passionate. Quit waiting. Quit doubting. You've spent enough time standing on the edge, questioning if you have what it takes, waiting for something outside yourself to tell you when to move. That time is gone. The only thing holding you back is hesitation, the voice in your head that says, later, the habit of second-guessing every step. Smash that barrier right now. You want results? Move. Act with urgency. Stop letting comfort, fear, or uncertainty run your life. The clock is ticking, and nobody is going to hand you greatness. It's go hard or go home. There are no half measures for men who want to win. Every day is a test. Do you have the guts to push through pain, through setbacks, through your own doubts? The difference between average and unstoppable isn't talent. It's the ability to attack every challenge with fire. Don't ease up, don't look for shortcuts, and don't back down when the work gets heavy. If you're not willing to go all in, do something else. If you want success, give everything you've got until there's nothing left on the table. Full speed, full focus. All or nothing. This is your moment to take command. Step up, get aggressive, and fight for your legacy. Go hard or go home. That's how warriors are made. This is the fight for your life. Every day you wake up, you stand at the crossroads. Easy path or hard road, comfort or purpose, quitting or fighting. The man you want to become is forged in this battle. There are no do-overs, no side exits. You either step up, push past the pain and take the hits, or you accept a life spent in regret, watching other men achieve what you could have. Resolve is built in those moments when every muscle screams to stop and every excuse tries to take over. That's when you decide. Are you stronger than your old habits, tougher than your doubts, and ready to claim the life you say you want? You don't leave it to chance. You go out every single day and prove it with action. You are not just fighting for a title or a win. You're fighting for your future, your pride, your legacy. Nobody will remember the man who gave in. Warriors are remembered because they chose the hard way and refused to break. Plant your feet, set your jaw, and refuse to back down. Let every loss fuel your next victory. Let every scar remind you that you showed up, even when quitting was easier. This fight does not end, and neither do you. You are unbreakable because you choose to be, today, tomorrow, and every day after. This is your fight. Stand your ground and win.